Hannah had always been fascinated by the ancient city of Gyeongju, where every stone seemed to carry whispers of the past. One evening, while wandering near the ruins of an old palace, she noticed flickering lights dancing among the shadows. Curiosity pricked at her, urging her to follow. As she stepped closer, ghostly figures appeared, translucent and ethereal, moving silently among the crumbling walls. Hannah's heart raced, but she could not turn away. Among the apparitions, a figure approached her, a young scholar from centuries past, holding a scroll that glowed faintly. The ghost spoke of unfinished stories, lost treasures, and secrets hidden in the city's quiet corners. Hannah realized that Gyeongju was alive with history, and it was calling her to uncover what had been forgotten. That night, she returned home with a new determination, clutching an old map she had found near the ruins, unaware that it was the beginning of an adventure that would blur the lines between the living and the dead. The next day, Hannah studied the scroll, which was filled with cryptic symbols and faded ink. The writings hinted at a hidden temple deep within the city's historic district, guarded by spirits who tested the worthiness of those seeking the treasures and knowledge of the past. Guided by the ghostly scholar, Hannah ventured into quiet alleys and forgotten gardens, where the air seemed to shimmer with magic. Along the way, she encountered other spirits, some playful, some stern, each providing riddles, warnings, or clues. One spirit, a mischievous child, led her to a hidden courtyard where ancient murals depicted stories of courage, betrayal, and devotion from centuries ago. Through these encounters, Hannah learned that the ghosts were not mere phantoms, but guardians of history, ensuring that only those who respected the past could uncover its secrets. The city's stones seemed to whisper advice and encouragement, guiding her deeper into the mystery. Following the map and the scroll's guidance, Hannah arrived at a secluded garden overgrown with vines and moss. Shadows flickered among the trees, and she felt the presence of spirits observing her every move. The garden was enchanted. Any misstep could trigger illusions or trap unwary adventurers. To navigate it, Hannah had to solve puzzles embedded in the statues and fountains, each one revealing a fragment of the city's forgotten history. One fountain showed visions of past festivals, battles, and rituals, helping her piece together the story of a lost artifact said to hold immense historical significance. With courage and wit, Hannah moved carefully, trusting both her instincts and the guidance of the spirits who had become her allies. By nightfall, she reached a stone gate carved with ancient inscriptions, marking the entrance to the hidden temple that held the culmination of her quest. Inside the temple, the air was thick with history and magic. Candles burned with a soft, ghostly glow, illuminating murals that seemed almost alive. In the central chamber rested a relic, a golden ornament encrusted with jade, said to carry the memories of Gyeongju's greatest moments. Guarding it was a spectral figure, the keeper of the temple, who tested Hannah with riddles, illusions, and moral choices. She had to confront visions of fear, failure, and doubt, proving that her heart was worthy of the temple's secrets. Through each trial, Hannah demonstrated bravery, respect, and understanding, earning the keeper's silent approval. When she finally touched the relic, visions of the city's history flooded her mind, the lives of rulers, scholars, artisans, and ordinary people intertwined across centuries. Hannah realized the true treasure was knowledge, the ability to honor and preserve the stories of the past. Hannah emerged from the temple at dawn, the city bathed in golden light. The spirits who had guided her bowed gently, fading into the morning mist, leaving her with the sense that Gyeongju had entrusted her with its legacy. Back in her home, Hannah recorded the stories she had uncovered, sharing them with historians, villagers, and friends, ensuring that the voices of the past would continue to be heard. She understood now that adventure was not just about discovering treasures, but about listening, learning, and carrying forward the lessons of history. Every shadow, every whisper in the streets of Gyeongju reminded her of the spirits she had met, the riddles she had solved, and the courage she had found within herself. The city's ghosts were no longer distant. They were part of her journey, forever alive in the stories she would tell.